Turn the Page was just some song that Lars heard on the radio and loved it. Hey, have you ever heard this, you know, Turn the Page, Bob Seger's? Like, yeah, I really actually like that song. The lyrics are us. So that was an easy choice. Actually, I can't stand Bob Seger, and I've never met him, so nothing really against him. But every time, you know, growing up, the radio just take them old records off the shelf. That's all I ever heard on the radio. It was like, you know, play some, you know, Aerosmith or something. You know, I would just turn the radio off. It would just drive me up the wall. But it was more the song. This song, and lyrically especially, it belonged to Metallica. Just you know, on the road again. It's just, we're the road dogs, and that's one song that we can really relate to, and it came out really well.
This song, to my knowledge, is the only one that we knew we were going to do years ago because of the lyrical content, and that it was so much Metallica. I mean, just the words that it says, that's Metallica.
Yeah.
We take our music to the people more than anybody in our genre of music, more, you know, for over the years and years and years. We've been the ones that went on the road and did it. And so that could not be more true for any other band. And so we knew that way back when, I'd say 5 years, 7 years ago maybe even, we knew we were going to do this song. How we were going to spin it, we didn't know. We didn't know if we were going to try to keep the folksy vibe of it, you know, electric piano, what the heck was going to happen until we actually put our hands on the instruments. For me, in 1973, this record came out. I was 10 years old. My brother, Greg, had it in the first week it was out, you know. So I've known that song for 25 years.
Wow.
And when I first heard it back again 4 weeks ago, after not hearing it for years and years, or just it blowing by on the radio or whatever, and actually listening to the song and singing along and not forgetting one word, and knowing all the nuances and all that kind of thing, and you know, this kind of vibe when you get just moved by a song. And that is one of those songs that always did it for me for some reason. I never knew that this would come to this, and you know, in my career or whatever, that we would actually put our stamp on it. But for that reason, it's close to here for me. I was born and raised in Michigan, and so was he.
Yeah.
And so that tie always, you know, just like if somebody's from where you know, you get that kind of thing, you're kind of proud of it or whatever.
I have to admit, that out of all these bands, I wasn't a big Bob Seger fan at all. But, you know, when someone suggested Turn the Page, and I thought about it, and I thought, wow, Turn the Page, Bob Seger. And, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I can relate to that one. But once I heard it and I listened to the lyrics, I thought, wow, this is just a perfect song for James to sing. I mean, this song says James Hetfield all over it, you know. This is a Metallica song, you know, just waiting to be happen, or a Metallica cover song just waiting to be realized.
Bob Seger is an artist. It's not somebody who has sort of done a tremendous amount for me in terms of just the music that inspires me. But that song, so there you talk about a song more so than a catalog or an artist or a history. I was driving across the Golden Gate Bridge right up here, and it was on the radio, and I heard the song 1,000 times before, and for some reason I turned it up, and I listened to it from a different point of view. And when I heard it from a different point of view, it was just like, wait a minute, that song has Hetfield written all over it, in the lyrics and the phrasing and the melody, and I think that one day down the line we could do that song some serious justice. Wow. And more so than sitting down and going sort of like, I want to record a Bob Seger song, but just that song itself is such a moment, and just has like such a vibe to it that you can identify with just the whole road thing and the kind of sadness and the bleakness of it all.
Thanks, Gary.
Right on.
Thanks, Pop.
Gary.
Thanks, Pep. Thanks, Jared.
Thank you, Het.
Thanks, Les.
The end of time. Yeah, take off your dress.
There's a devil waiting outside your door. There's a devil waiting outside your door. And he's bucking and braying and pawing at the floor. And he's howling with pain and asking for more. There's a devil waiting outside your door.
While the empire's burned down, forever and ever and ever, ever, man, I'm another man. So help me, baby. So help me, baby. 'Cause I am what I am, what I am, what I am, what I am.
I'm your lover, man.